Hello, good morning students. This is MSc Physics online lecture series for the subject Mathematical Methods in Physics. We are going to study about first module of this subject as complex numbers. This is second lecture. So, in this second lecture, we are going to study about exponential form of complex numbers. Okay, till now we have seen that the complex number z is written as x plus y1, where x is a real part of complex number and y is a imaginary part of complex number. And this complex number in rectangle form represent it as x on this axis, y on this axis. This is called as real axis, and this axis is called as imaginary axis, and the complex number z is represented over here. Okay, exponential form or polar form. In polar form, we use theta and r to represent a point. Okay, so we have to write the complex number z in terms of theta and r. This complex number theta and r, this theta means measured from positive real axis, and r is what? Modulus of z. This modulus of z, we have seen in previous lecture that mod of z can be written as under root x square plus y square. This is also known as r. Okay. Now the theta. In Cartesian coordinate and polar coordinate relation, we can observe here that if we find the values of x and y, it implies that x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. This is theta. Okay. So using these two relations, you can find that the theta or the angle theta is equal to tan inverse of y by x. If we divide y upon x, r get cancelled, we get sin upon cos theta. So we will left with tan theta. We want theta, so theta is equal to tan inverse of y by x. And this can be written in another form as z is equal to x plus I1. So x here we get it, x is equal to r cos theta. So x is equal to r cos theta plus I. Y is what? R sin theta. So r cos theta plus r sin theta. So taking r common, so we are left with r cos theta plus I sin theta. So this is what? Representation of complex number in polar form. This you can see that this equation 1 gives the representation of complex number in polar form. Okay. So what are the values of r? R we can find easily by taking under root and x square plus y square, we get easily r. But the value of r, theta, okay, theta is what? Angle measured from positive real axis. Theta has values from the measurement of theta is as follows. Okay, there are number of values or number of indefinite or infinite values for theta. Okay, theta is also called as theta is also called as argument of z. What? Argument of z. Okay, and represented as what? ARG bracket z. Okay, this argument of z, or the values of this argument of z, can be argument of z is written as the capital argument of z plus 2n pi, where what? N has values from 0 plus minus 1 plus minus 2 and so on. So from this we can conclude that there are infinite number of values for the argument of z or the theta. This here, the first term, capital argument of z, is called as principal argument. What? It is called as principal argument. And it has values between only minus pi less than this principal argument represented by capital theta, so theta less than equal to pi. So capital argument of z has values between minus pi to minus pi to positive pi. So this is all about the polar form of complex number. Now we will take some example of this answer. Okay, now let's take an example. Example 1. Find argument of z for given complex number z is equal to minus 1 minus I, which is in third quadrant. Okay, you can see that both x values and y values are both negative, so that will go the third quadrant of Cartesian coordinate or polar coordinate form. So solution, they have given that the z is equal to minus 1 minus I. Okay, so we have to find the argument of z. So this is what given. So argument of z, as we have seen previously, that argument of z given as capital argument of principal argument of z plus 2n pi, where what? N is equal to 0 plus minus 1 plus minus 2 and so on. Okay, so we need to find the value of theta and value of r. Okay, so z is equal to minus 1 plus minus I. Here x is equal to minus 1 and y is equal to minus 1. Okay, so value of r is equal to under root x square plus y square. So this will come minus 1 square plus minus 1 square, so that will be under root 2. Okay, so this is what, so r is equal to under root 2. This is what the value of r. Now we find the value of theta or the argument of z. Okay, so the value of theta is what? theta is equal to tan inverse of y by x. So as you can see, x is minus 1, y is also minus 1. So we get tan inverse of minus 1 upon a minus 1, minus get positive, become positive, minus tan inverse of 1. This has value of pi by 4. Okay? Theta has value as pi by 4. But as we can say that if we observe carefully that then minus 1 and minus I is lies in quadrant third. So the argument of z or the principal argument that is capital argument of z or the principal argument, what? Now principal argument that is z equal to pi by 4 minus pi. This will come minus 3 pi by 4. Okay, as the values of argument of this z or this also represented in capital theta. So this has values from minus pi less than theta less than equal to positive pi. So this value minus 3 pi by 4 lies between minus pi to positive pi. So the argument of z is argument of z is equal to capital or principal argument of z plus 2 and pi. Okay, where the values of n is what? Integer. The integer has values from 0 plus minus infinity. Okay, so this can be written as minus 3 pi by 4 plus 2 and pi. Okay, this is what our answer or the argument of given complex number where n is equal to 0 plus minus 1 plus minus 2 and so on. That is the n is a integer. Okay, so next we will move to this polar form of complex number to another step. This is known as Euler's formula. Okay, so what is Euler's formula? How it is represented? This we will see next point as Euler's formula. Euler's formula. Okay, so Euler's formula is written as e raised to I theta is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. This is what Euler's formula. This Euler's formula we can use in complex numbers as we have seen that. What the complex number z can be written as r raised to I theta or r cos theta plus I sin theta. This bracketed term is equivalent to the Euler's formula or the exponential form. This can be also written as exponential of theta. Okay, so this complex number represented Euler's formula using Euler's formula r raised to I theta. So this is one of the equation. This you can say that equation 2. Okay, this is what the equation 2. The equation 2 represents the polar form of complex number z. Okay, so as there are many properties, as we have seen in lecture 1, there are algebraic properties of complex number. There are also using this form of complex number, there are also other algebraic properties. Okay, some of them are, as I can say, the products and powers in exponential form. Okay. So next point is products and powers in exponential form. Okay. If we multiply two complex numbers, okay. So first part is multiply two complex numbers as you can say that if z1 is equal to r1 e raised to I theta 1, okay, and z2 is equal to r2 e raised to I theta 2. This we know, okay, but using this form as z1 into z2 is equal to r1, or first we multiply e raised to I theta 1 and e raised to I theta 2. So e raised to I theta 1 into e raised to I theta 2. This will come that cos theta 1 plus I sin theta 1 into cos theta 2 plus I sin theta 2. Finally, this becomes cos theta 1 cos theta 2 minus sin theta 1 sin theta 2 plus I sin theta 1 cos theta 2 plus sin theta 2 cos theta 2. Okay. So by using trigonometric relations, this can be written as cos of theta 1 plus theta 2 plus I sin theta 1 plus theta 2. This can be written using Euler's formula that e raised to I theta 1 plus theta 2. Okay. So the product of exponential that e raised to I theta 1 e raised to I theta 2 can be written as e raised to I theta 1 plus I theta 2. So the product of complex number z1 z2 is equal to r1 r2 e raised to what? E raised to I of theta 1 plus theta 2. This is for product of two complex number in polar forms. Next step is division of these two complex numbers. Okay. So the division of two complex numbers. Division of two complex numbers in polar form as z1 upon z2 is equal to r1 raised to I theta 1 upon r2 raised to I theta 2. Okay. By using rationalization method, so r1 upon r2 is separated e raised to I theta 1 e raised to minus I theta 2 upon e raised to I theta 2. This is balanced with e raised to minus I theta 2. So this implies that r1 upon r2 e raised to I theta 1 minus I theta 2, and in this bracket e raised to I theta 2 minus I theta 2, so this will cancel. So finally we are left with r1 upon r2 e raised to I, taking out of the bracket theta 1 minus theta 2. Okay, this is for division of two complex numbers in polar form. Okay. Now we will see important properties of this polar form of complex numbers. Okay. The first property is inverse of a complex number, if you take inverse as 1 upon z is equal to 1 upon r is to I theta. Okay, so this is what inverse of complex number represented by z inverse. Okay, this can be written as 1 upon r, and this 1 upon e is to I theta can be written as e is to minus I theta. Okay, this is one of the property of complex number in polar form. Okay, if there are nth power of the complex number, okay, second property, if there are nth power, that is z raised to n, n is what, positive or negative integer. Okay, so r raised to I theta. Okay, so this is all about exponential form of complex number. The remaining part we will study in next lecture. Thank you.